Good morning, everybody. It is May Day, May 1st, 2020, and what a fitting day in the history of communism and socialism and anarchy and unrest, which ties into today's story. Pretty frightening what happened up in Michigan yesterday when the armed protesters, quite a few of them, stormed the Capitol building where the legislature was meeting to debate and consider reversing the Michigan governor's order extending lockdown for, I'm not sure, it was another 15 days or something, something like that. I mean, it really has become, Michigan has really become a hot spot for a lot of this, it's a real friction point for the lockdown versus freedom of movement. And of course, I really have to wonder sometimes at the president there tweeting out to liberate Michigan, because it's unfortunately, in my opinion, it's encouraging potential lawlessness to the point where somebody could be hurt. And I'm not saying assembly is unlawful, but I'm saying you do, obviously, in reviewing some of the videos from yesterday, and I'll put the links to the story that was covered in The Guardian there, because it seems to be pretty even-handed in their coverage. It's tempers could flare. There's some people that are very upset. Their livelihoods are being threatened. Some people feel like they're being pushed too far, but I don't think encouraging people from afar is really the solution. It could have some real problems. The point yesterday where you had senators that were wearing flak jackets, I guess for fear of being shot or whatever. So this just shows, unfortunately, one of the things that I've been talked on about 6 weeks ago was the rise of social unrest as one of the consequences of economic problems that are now appearing in the nation. It may not be back to business as usual with 30 million people hitting the unemployment rolls now. It's going to be very challenging coming up. And well, maybe one day we'll look back and see Michigan as really the first flashpoint of citizenry versus government, particularly when it comes to governorships. They seem to be the most in the hot seat, and certainly in the state of California, I know protests are rising against Gavin Newsom, most pointedly by Elon Musk, the chairman of Tesla Corporation, calling it almost fascist in nature. So you can see the uprising, the upswell beginning. Of course, the real tragedy will be, and I'm not opposed to herd immunity, but the real tragedy would be if this virus upsweeps again as people congregate and infection spreads. So I don't know. I don't see that one way or the other. I'm just saying there's a real bell ringing right now, and there should be a little fear in people's hearts of unrest and the potential for unrest coming up. So we certainly live in wild times, it would appear now. So be safe out there. Be careful. I guess the days of people writing their congressman and governor are long gone. So yeah. All right, guys. Happy Friday to you. Be safe.